Hello everyone, welcome back for another episode of Farming Simulator 25 here on our contracting map. We have a plowing and spraying contract already set. So we are going to get to our borrowed equipment with plow, because I don't believe we actually own a plow. And we're going to send him to field 138, which is clear down here. And he will best go around probably this way. Actually, let's send him right there. And let's make sure he gets moving. He's thinking about it. And there he goes. Alright, we'll meet back up with him in a minute. Now, with that being said, in order to do our spraying contract, we don't own a sprayer, and I didn't borrow equipment because we are going to get on with what I intended to do with this map, which, if you've seen the thumbnails, you can probably guess. And I know a lot of people are, what do you want to say, talking about this certain piece of equipment, but this is something I intended to do on FS22, and I played around with the mod for it a little bit. And yes, we're going to base our contracting around this piece of equipment, as it can do many things. Now, obviously, we can't afford it, so we're going to lease it. So as a contractor, we'll lease the equipment right now. And like I said, we have a spraying, so we're going to lease this as well. And we'll get the parts as we need them when we find the right contracts. So that's going to take a big chunk of change out as well. And we'll basically reduce our number of equipment. We'll basically probably keep this setup right here, because we'll need a trailer to unload that thing when we have a harvester, but we'll get rid of our harvester. We'll keep most of our, what would you say, baling equipment, grass equipment, because we'll need those things. But we'll get rid of like planter. It looks like there's a cultivator even for that thing, which kind of surprised me. He's still on his way. And oh boy, there's not much room in here. So let's see how we can maneuver things around. We might have to use our heavy lift mod. Yeah, I think we're going to have to, because this is just too tight of an area. So let's turn that on. Oh, I think we passed it. We'll just place this guy down, jump back in here. Oh, that's interesting. So how do I, basically what, I need to keep maneuvering until I get close? Hold O for automatic alignment. So will it, aha. That is nifty. And attach. What do we do? How do we refold it? Unload, unfold sprayer. We probably have to change the route. enable transport mode. There we go. Okay, we'll refill it. And this thing holds quite a bit. It's not going to take very much of those. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Okay, let's check on our other guy real quick, because it said he was stuck. No, he's there, but the problem is, how do we get into this field? I guess we're going to turn back around and just drive over the ditch. Alright, looks like he's going to get working. Okay, so we'll take this guy over to our field 68, which is just a couple fields away from here. Which is not a very big field for this thing still. So we're going to see how it works out. Okay, and I'm going to put a hired worker on here just to see what he does. It looks like as wide as it is, it's going to make one little pass down the center. Maybe not even much of a pass, just a little area. And then he can trim around the entire thing from there. He's going to be stuck on this tree, isn't he? Let's see what the inside of this thing looks like. Kind of a standard cab. Nothing real special about it in here. One nice big tablet style screen. Is it stuck again? Sure is. Let's see, do we have anything else interesting yet? I don't really want to do peas or green beans. We have another one we can do since we're using this thing. Alright, it says he's completed. Okay, it says he completed, but it also is not showing it done. So let's see, where are we again? Aha, we do have some areas. So let's unfold it again. Okay, let's see if that changed it. Sure did. So we gotta get this corner and this back one. How close is it? It can go all the way up here to the corner. Okay. And then we'll turn and go down to the other corner. Oh, we're stuck on the tree. And we're still stuck on the tree. Now we're looking there. That's good. Now it says we're done. So now we're going to go to field 91. Just make sure it's folded. Yep. Now let's see how the hired worker gets there as well. Let's see if there's any issues with it or if we can kind of figure it out. Can we not? Yes. What does reset mean? So can we not use a hired worker to drive it since it's leased? I'm really confused right now. Okay, we'll go back down and get our sprayer. Alright, let's check this again. Reset and return. So there's no option for a hired worker to drive it. Well, that's impressive, Giants. Really, really poor on the programming here. Like, I don't understand why if you're leasing something you can't drive it. Or maybe it's just a piece of equipment. I guess I haven't leased something else to know. But either way, that's something that should still be able to be driven by a hired worker. Alright, well, this might be entertaining because our sprayer might be wider than the field here. I believe it is. So I'm not sure how we're going to navigate through these trees. But let's just give it a shot. Yep, we are very much in a tree. Oh. Okay, let's try to maneuver around it first. Alright. So now we're probably... we might hit that one down there. Covering not quite the entire field. I'm going to focus on this side right now. Yeah, I figured especially with the sprayer, we're going to probably spend more time turning this thing around. Alright, so where are we missing yet that it doesn't like? This whole edge down here. Come on, turn around. There we go. Alright, we got a fertilizing contract. I think that would be a good one for this. So we are going to accept, and rather than borrowing the equipment, we're going to have to get it. So let's go back. And collect on this one. And we're doing fertilizing, so we won't need equipment, we'll need fertilizer to put excuse me, to put into our machine. So again, can't hire a worker to drive them. And I gotta figure out where we're at. We gotta go 95, okay. Actually, I should check before we get too crazy and make sure, because I learned with baling that we have to have the right baling equipment sometimes. So, any type of fertilizer. Alright, good. So we'll go into our shop. And we'll buy 2 of them. Unload those first. And refill them. Alright, and actually without looking at the time, we are out of it for this episode, so we will come back in the next one right here where we left off and continue on some of these contracts and building up our contracting empire based around this piece of machinery. Yeah, so as always, thanks for watching, and until